What is going on, everybody? Your McLean's Peach Shop World Champion coming at you with another law build. This one, not too much different. We're sending it around Chopper and wanting to keep the defensive strategy going because, I don't know, I'm kind of been having a lot of fun with it. Just being able to get sort of like a wall of blockers set up and then being able to just kind of put your opponent in like different kind of traps is super nice because with all the different abilities and stuff, like Kid being at 6k, then we have like Chopper, and then Shirai being able to change, and then Law being at the 5k, so being able to put out different scenarios and stuff, and then depending on what you have in your hand with like the 2ks, stuff like that, you can kind of like move things around. But yeah, so we're keeping up with a bit of a more defensive type build here, and we're just kind of putting in Chopper over kind of Zoro. Because again, Kid and Killer is just so strong. And with how the game goes, obviously you can rush people down if you want to do like the super rush build. But just being able to get one Kid and Killer just for the end game finishing shot is great. And I don't know, I've just been messing around, having a lot of fun just kind of with the more kind of defensive minded. But you could obviously switch things out for depending on your playstyle too. If you like just want to rush people down and just go all out offense, that's also super strong. With so if you want to pull like Zoro back in. But yeah, I have 4 Shirai in this one with 3 Law, and then we have the Kid at 4, and then to kind of try to get Chopper and stuff and see how we can kind of put him in and stuff. We got him at 4, but you can adjust for like the numbers and stuff for different cards and stuff like that. But wanting to keep at least right now, and for me and how I play, just kind of like a balance, just so I can test some things before. Again, still awaiting sort of like the new bans and restrictions, so I don't want to dive into anything like too crazy. So just using again our sort of our void, the void gap for right now, as just being able to be super weird and try a bunch of different things. So, and then obviously once the bans and restrictions come out, we'll start diving back into OP06. And we'll stick with that until we go back into that. But as of right now, it's going to be a while before we get a Kid and Killer and all these cards. So I just want to play around with it now before we go back into the OP06 and then super focus on that once everything is updated and once we know bans and restrictions and what we're playing against and who we're going to be playing against, because then it'll give us an idea of how to build a deck and who to build it around. But yeah, just want to mess around with some Chopper action. Combo with the defensive, the blocker build that we kind of had with like Queen and stuff, but obviously putting in Chopper just because Chopper's got the versatility being a blocker, which is super nice. And then in certain situations, like if you don't have your cost removal cards, like using Chopper for 2 Don, then minusing something down, like if you need to. So just having the extra versatility, which is all of our blockers all have some very nice like perks, I feel like. But yeah, let's jump into some games and we'll see how they go. All right, we got some Enel action. I'm gonna keep this. We'll see what how this goes. Play a little interesting here. So I don't have anything there, so we'll just pop them. 8 on 5. All right, cool. No shenanigan life triggers, which is very nice. And fine with this. We get a max, which is massive here. So if they drop in the Kiku, we get another max. Alright, so they're at 7. Absolutely beautiful. Watch this. Watch this play here. So we will... Then we're going to drop this, use our card action, get rid of 2 of their cards there, which is pretty sick. We're being very aggressive here with everything. So I'll attack 5 on 5. Alright, and then... We're going to go 1, 2, 3, get rid of this. I could bring in Ray, or I could bring Kid and Killer in right now. And we go, you know what, why not? Let's attack him again, 7 on 5. So we get him down to 1. Okay. I need to keep this guy up. So we'll see. We got him now. We'll see how this goes. Playing very aggressive with the Don. So we may have overheated, but I mean, this is part of the fun, I feel like, of using the sim though, of just trying different things and seeing what happens. Obviously, we got rid of a Reject and a Yamato, which is 2 pretty good cards to get rid of. We have 2 4 costs, so if they had Gadatsu, they're safe. And yeah, they drop Gadatsu, which is fine. And they're attacking me? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. I was not thinking they were gonna do that at all. I could just attack them 7, see what they do. I could play crazy aggressive. Because we can still get rid of Gadatsu here, potentially. Or do I just attack them twice? Alright, let's attack them 7 and 5 and see what happens. I may just be chill here. Okay, they do that. That's fine. And so, yeah, now I don't want to do anything there. If I could get rid of this, though. And then I bring in, that'd be 3, put me at 1. 4 Bond Clay for next turn, potentially. So I do that. So I'll do this. Alright, we'll do that there. Deploy this guy. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3 there. Bring in Bond Clay. Alright, we'll end our turn. we're playing absolutely insane. This is crazy. But if they drop anything big here, I have Bond Clay to take over the power. Unless they can get rid of, like, unless they have 8, so unless, I guess, Katakuri would be the move there. But we'll see. We're definitely playing fast and loose in this one. Bit experimental. See what we can do going into the next turn. I have a blocker just in case they attack a kid for like anything too crazy. Alright, so they do have the Katakuri. Oh. I think they just goofed that. They're attacking me. Okay. Oh, we have Kid and Killer. Oh, man. Alright. Well, this is sick. Well, now, yeah, this may just have worked out for us. So I'll attack them 7 and 5. See what happens. And then I'll attack 8 because they left Bond Clay on the board. Which is nutty. Okay. Again, I don't think they know the power of Bond Clay. Very interesting to me with the... Alright, 8 on 5. And... Okay. Well, now I'll just do... this. Yeah. Alright, well... There's that. They left Bond Clay on the board. Very silly. I don't know why they did that. But they got rid of our most powerful card in that situation. But even if they would have, they only could have blocked 1, and then we had this coming in anyway. So, I mean, yeah, we'll take it. All right, we got some Yamato action. I'm gonna keep this because we have 2 kids. And we got Chopper, so be able to test out Chopper here, hopefully. See how this goes. Again, Chopper's a blocker, but we'll keep him out. So I can slide out Max here. Shouldn't have to worry about anything unless they're running, like, something crazy. But have Max. All right, so they're doing the Sky Island. And so I'll be at 3. So I can drop Chopper this upcoming turn. So attack and then drop Chopper, and then we'll kind of go from there. So they're grabbing Amaru. So I'll have to remember that for later if it comes up. Alright, so let me attack them 5 on 5. And then we'll see what they do their next turn. Because I have Max, so I can afford to sack Chopper here as well. So we'll deploy Chopper. Kind of see what they do. If they attack for like 9k, I'll sack Chopper. If they do, I mean, I have a 2/2ks, but I may not want to go that aggressive with card in hand. But we do have Kid, So we'll see. Just kind of depends what they got, what they're able to play. Obviously, they attack 6 or lower, I'll block it with Kamazo. Because then I can drop Kid next turn. And we can regardless get rid of... Well, we have Max out, so depending on what they drop, we get rid of something. Or they play the Amaru. Okay. At least I'm with 2. I guess they're going to try to attack us. And then put the 2... Or if they get us down to... attach Fashura. Okay, so if they do that, I may need a sack block or a chopper here. We might not be testing Chopper's ability. So 8 on 5. So they'll use him with 2 because, yeah, I think that's what they want to do. We'll just do that. So Chopper did your blocking job. So they have 2. We kind of just see what they do with Shura, I guess. And I'll go from there because we're dropping Kid. Okay, or they're playing the Amaru on that as well. Sure, we'll take the 1. Alright, we get Bon Clay, which is actually kind of nice. Get 2 Bon Clays. Alright. So I drop Kid and 2 Bon Clay. Get rid of that and then attack. Alright, so let me drop Kid. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Bring in Bon Clay. So I get 2. Then we'll attack them again, and since I'm at 4, I'll be able to do the same thing next turn if I need to. We got them down to 2. See what they got. Because again, I can sack Kid here because we have another one, so it's not a big deal. And then I have the 2 2Ks as well. And then if they drop anything, Bon Clay becomes a threat. And then anything 6K or lower is in range of Max. So we'll see how this goes. Obviously, if they attack for a bunch, we just gotta sack Kid off the rip. Which will be unfortunate, but I mean, not the worst thing. Just because, or they throw down their reject. Alright, well, that's a bit annoying. 7 on 5. I'll make the play here with, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do that and that. And so I'm gonna be at 6. So we'll block out. Alright, we get Beppo, which is actually pretty solid here. They don't have anything on the board, so I would drop for 5. We bring Beppo, attack again. So we'll throw this down. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Bring in Beppo. We'll do that. Get 2. We'll attack him again. 7 on 5. We get him down to 1, which is pretty important, I feel like. Unless they get something crazy here. Alright, reject again. So draw a card. So they're getting all the events. I feel like they have to have something going here. Obviously, depending on what they drop. Because if they have like Hody Jones, that's what, 7? But if they did that, I guess they would have to attack here. And then depending on what they did, but then we have Bon Clay out, so if they drop Hody, then Bon Clay will become pretty turbocharged. Okay, they're throwing out Nami. Okay. I'm trying to think. Should I just go? I can either block this with Kid. Okay, this is fine. Well, now they only have that. They only have the 1. Alright, I'll just do this and we'll do that. Alright, I get Law, which is pretty big. So I have this so I can just scoop this out. Alright. So we'll do that. I could bait him into sacking this though and then make sure I get this. So I'm at 7, they're at 8. So if I do this, base power 6, and then 7. So yeah, let's do this. My plan here is to wipe their board. Okay, or they're gonna be weird. Interesting. Alright. Well, let me just do that then. Just now, if they are able to block out, then I got their hand down. And I can still bring this guy in, and I have 4. Or they take the life. Okay, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if they were wanting to... Oh, okay, never mind. They got super lucky with that. Alright, that's annoying. 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of that. We'll bring this in. Guess we'll do that out of there. So what I could do is... You know what? I'll attack 7. If it hits, then I'll go for it. So we'll do a 7 on 5. Alright. Shura. They better get a 2K. There's a 2K counter here. Because I have 3 life. Reject. Okay, reject's not counting. Alright, 9 on 5. And we got him. So, alright. That's what I was expecting. And also playing around, too, with the life there. So, 2 of our choppers are in the life. So, obviously we couldn't use chopper a whole lot there. But we got him in the beginning. Got some screen time. Did his job at being a blocker. And, yeah, there we go. Getting the info there. Info read. Stuff with them. Able to pull. A little worrying when they hit the 1 reject. But, again... If you're able to, I feel like, cycle out blockers and just pick when you like need to kind of block and like when you can. This is very, very strong against Yamato, just because they don't really have a whole lot of defense and super bricky in hand. Once like if they're not able to hit you down, then you're kind of good. So yeah, that was a fun one. Good little, interesting little testing out Chopper, and obviously, yeah, did his job blocking. All right, we got some law v law action, so we'll see how this goes. It's going to be pretty much a battle of attrition. We have Ray, so we have a chance at least. But we got to pay attention to some Don action here. We got a bunch of stuff we got to pay attention for. So we're just going to do the 8 on 5, which I assume they're going to take. Or not. Interesting. Okay. I assume that means they have Ray. If they're maybe. But 2 Kamazos off the rip there. Dang, I kind of want to drop ours now, but I don't know if I should. We'll see. But, I mean, it does take away our kid and killer play a little bit there. But I'm going to be at 5. See what they drop themselves down to. So I may still drop kid and killer and go to Ray. And then be able to get rid of something. Oh, they're just attacking us like that. Okay. Sure. So, what do I have? 8. So, how do I want to go about this? If I want to bring in Ray, or I can bring in Beppo as well here. So, I could attack there. And then Kid and Killer attack, and then Beppo. And then we'll just kind of trade, I guess. Alright, yeah, let's just do that. So 6 on 5. Let's see what they do. So they take 1. Alright. We'll drop Kid and Killer. I'll attack him 5 on 5. And then we'll bring in... Okay, they got rid of Chopper. Interesting. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Bring in Beppo. Alright. So we'll see how this goes. Obviously, we saved R2K, so I can play some defense here. I'll be at 5. For our next turn, I have Max. We have Otama. We have 2 Maxes, so yeah, I can use Otama for defense here and Kamazo for defense. So we'll see. Obviously, I assume they can get rid of 1. It just depends on which one they get rid of. Doesn't super matter because once, like, we have both. But we'll see how this goes. Now we're just into the trade part of the game, and Our only issue is having not having a ramp to be able to play like super aggressive, but we'll see what they do as well. So they drop Otama, so they're going for Beppo. Oh, they're attacking me 5 on 5. No, I'll block it with we'll block with Shariah here, just because I want to stay at 3 in case they bring. Yeah, they were gonna do this. That's what I was thonking they were gonna do. Okay, and then Ray. All right, but I have the 2, and we have this 2 to be able to block out, and I have 2 of these as well. Okay, or they're dropping Otama, so 5 on 3. Do I make that play? You know what? I will. We'll go for it. And so I'll keep that up. I have Ray, so I'm at 5. They're at 3. So I could drop this onto this. That leaves me with 1. So I could pop both of these right here as well. Which may be our play. So I'll drop this onto that. That leaves me with 1. So I'll make the same play as them. So we'll just we'll mirror them and see what they do. 5 on 2. And yeah, now we're just kind of interesting that we got kind of like the same setup here. But making the play because we have Ray. I'll attack them 5 on 5. We'll see what they do. Okay, they take the hit there, so I go 1, 2, 3. We'll get rid of this. We'll bring in Ray of our own. Okay, and we get more of the same. Interesting. Okay. So now it's pretty much transition. Fortunately, they have more cards than me, which is not ideal. That's where we're in a bit of a pickle here. But at the very least, they can't get rid of everybody. They can potentially get rid of one of these, and then, well, depending on what they attack with, we can make another play. I have Max as well. This is going to be tough. It's going to be close. Be very, very close. Pretty much depends on what we kind of draw. If I get we get Rush. Okay, they drop Shariah for 3. I'm assuming they can definitely get rid of somebody then. For 1. Because they just need well, they have 2 Otamas here. Yeah, so there's Max. Alright. I mean, this is fine, though. Because with them doing that, that means they can only max attack for that, so I can keep him alive with Kamazo. See what they bring in, though. They got an... Oh, okay, well... That might have done it. This is going to make things tough. So, no. We'll do Kamazo there. But we'll see. See what we do here. So, I have 4. So, this is 7. I could attack 7 on 5. We'll see. I kind of need to bait them into losing Shariah here. So, I could do that. Alright, well, let's just do, 7 on 5 and see what they do with all of this. But yeah, them getting the second Reiju is problematic. Okay. Interesting. That's super interesting. I have no idea why they did that. Because I could now scoop this guy out. Okay. Well, let me attack them 8 on 5 then. No, alright. I was not expecting that. But what do I want to do here? So I could attack them, get them down to 1. They're going to be at 4. Because I could get rid of this. Bring in this, leaves me with 2. I mean, I might. I don't know. I was not expecting them to do all of that. Okay, with them doing that, then I think I'm going to make this play then. So let's deploy this onto that, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. We'll bring in Kamazo. Just because I don't want to lose too much here. And with them sacrificing Queen and Kid, they're only going to be at 4. So I have a 2K as well. We'll see. We got them down to 1. I'm still at 3. So I'm going to be at 3, so I can at least wail on them. And then, based on they're running Chopper and Shariah. So if they get either one of those, I can drop this and get it out. We'll see. We'll see what they get. What they do. Obviously, again, if they attack 5 or 6 on either of these, we're keeping it up. But not exactly sure what all they got. Okay, they conceded. Not sure why. They have another Ray. Why did they concede? I don't know. I don't understand that. They had another Ray. They had 3 Rays to none of ours. So, interesting. Alrighty. So, we got some Queen action. We'll see how this goes. Queen is pretty annoying to play if they're able to stall you out to late game. But we'll see what we can do. We have a max to save. We have the boys. We have Kid. We have Ray. So we have a pretty solid opening hand of things that we can do and stuff like that. So we'll play around all that. Okay, we draw another Ray, which is great. We just need some, so they drop a Doflamingo. Alright, that's probably their ideal setup for them. And then they'll attack us, which is fine. Again, for Queen, if their hand and life total is 4 or less, they get to draw 1 card. And then if they have a or like a higher guy, ooh, okay, we got Chopper. Nice. All right, so I'm at 4 here. How do we want to go about this? So I may want to play slow. I could drop because if we went down that 3, I'd get a 5 for next turn for Kid, which we could do. I drop the Shariah. I may do that. So here, let's attack them 6 on 5. We'll kind of see how things go. So they take the hit there. So I could just drop Chopper here, because we'll be at 6, and then it gives us some options of things to go into. Or actually, I think Shariah is just the better play, because I can block their leader thing with Chopper. So yeah, let's just do that. And then next turn, it allows me to potentially remove something, plus play both of these and bring in the boys at the end, and then so we'll go from there. Yeah, I mean, Chopper I feel like is solid when you get him set up. So they're playing another blocker. Alright, I mean, that's fine. So we scoop that, and then... Oh, they're attacking me 5 on 5. Alright, sure. They're not attacking... Okay. Weird. I was not expecting that. So that leaves me with 1. Do a bunch of stuff here, man. We have 5. I can scoop this out. Then we attack with Shariah on them and attack this as well. Alright, let's drop this. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. Bring in. So I'm at there. Bring in the boys. That gives us the 2 there. Alright, which is pretty cool. Let me attack this 7 on 4. So they're going to take, and then I'll attack them 5 on 5. They take that. All right. So right now they're not getting their boost. So they're at 8 cards in hand, which is not a doesn't. So they're at 7. They pretty much need to stall us out. So if hand of life, so attacking 5 on 5. Yeah, we'll just do that. So block any of those shenanigans there. What the heck is this? All right, that's annoying. Okay. Well, I wasn't really expecting that, not gonna lie. But it's fine. So I need 5. Leaves me with 3. So I could play... We could do this and this. Alright, well, let me attack 5 on 5. So they block that, which is okay. I'll deploy Kid. And then we'll also deploy this. And then we go 1, 2, 3. Bring in Bon Clay. We get both of these. We'll attack 7 on 5. Alright, so we get them down there. So, even if they play a big... So they play Yamato. Okay. Well, they got Chopper, which is fine. But, yeah, I'll just do that. Okay. So I guess, can they stall out here? Is that the plan? Because unfortunately, for them, I have this and this. So I can get rid of Yamato here. Bring in Ray. Maybe I'll just go for kind of the game here, honestly. So I attack them 9 on 5, like off the rip. Alright, do this. So 9 on 5. We get them down. Alright, well, that's very annoying. Okay. But, I mean, it's not like the end of the world still. Attack him 9 on 5 again. Because I can get rid of this. I can bring in... Or do I want to drop Ray here? For 4. So I'd be able to get something. So, yeah, let's just do that. Get some cards. Ooh. Okay, well, I still want to get rid of this. So that's 2. That leaves me with 3. Alright, so I'll attack 7 on 5. We'll see what they do. Alright, so never mind. That gets them down to that. Leaves me with 1. Okay, let me attack him 6 on 5. Alright. So Gordon onto this. And then Max onto this. And then I'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. And then we'll bring in Law. Keep Bon Clay up no matter what here. So even if they drop, yeah, another Yamato. We're chilling. Yeah, so I kind of have to attack Bon Clay. But I can do this and this. Alrighty. So now, I think we might be able to win the game right here. Especially if I save this. So, let's attack them at 7 on 5. They get a blocker, which is annoying. But it is what it is. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, get rid of that, bring in Ray, get us 2 more cards, so that's nice. We'll do another 7 on 5. Alright, well, they knew. I was saving Bon Clay for the kill shot, because I knew they had nothing for us playing. I mean, Bon Clay is just so strong against the boss card yellow decks that want to drop crazy characters and stuff. So, and then yeah, knowing their ability. I mean, the last turn was huge because that meant they couldn't attack with the Yamato, and being able to save up our Max and Gordon stuff to keep this up, and then being able to play around. Again, unfortunately, they smacked us with this. The Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. That was annoying. 2 cost 6 or less characters. But with them doing that, that at least meant they didn't have anything on the board. So it'll take advantage of that. But yeah, I don't know. Chopper is cool, but I feel like, at least for me, it doesn't fit my play style as much as like the other ones. Just I'm so accustomed to like the on play effects, I feel like, and then needing to get him set up. Obviously, he's nice in the moment, but you saw the only thing that stinks is you still have to put 2 Dawn on him, which is I don't know, makes things a little tough sometimes. Obviously, it's pretty nice if you have him set up and need to get rid of something, but I feel like it's just matchup dependent, honestly. So like if you have him out for that reason and you don't have power reducer in your hand, I feel like that's very, very clutch. But if you do have the power reducing in your hand, then you don't really need him. But then that's where he becomes a blocker. So as a blocker, it's still pretty good. Like it's still a blocker. A blocker is a blocker no matter kind of like what their thing ability and stuff is. And you're able to play around so much. But yeah, different little build there with some more blocker action. Obviously though, I'm gonna be honest with all these law builds I've been doing. Reiju just makes any build work. I feel like if you at least hit one, if you get one Ray just throughout the entire game, I feel like you can beat anybody, like straight up. And it doesn't really matter what build you use. This card is just so good for our deck. It's super, super nice, and you could just drop it, or if you want to shambles it in off your ability. It just works super, super well, and I don't know. I feel like Law, especially when this drops, the EB01 set is going to be in a very, very great spot. Just being able to be very competitive with everyone overall, no matter who you're kind of playing against. And yeah, I'm just enjoying it, messing around for right now, and we'll see how things go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.